There may come a time when you want to create a sales order without having all of your details, measurements, estimates, etc. ready to go at the time. Let's take a look at a scenario like this. You have a customer who requests your company's services to build a large deck at the back of their home. The problem is, you haven't had the opportunity to measure or see the work site to determine how much of the customer's selected decking material you will need for this particular job. Sure, you know you'll need posts, planks, and screws, but how many? Even for an estimate, you may want to enter the bulk of the sales order details before you have all the exact quantities, and update the zero quantities once you're on site or have completed your measurements. Rather than estimating incorrectly by guessing the quantities, Striven will now enable users, who have the appropriate permissions on their user role, to create sales orders with zero quantity line items. This will ensure users are only required to put in the actual quantities for line items on the related invoices. Now you'll be able to create your sales order with zero quantities, then update the order after you have a clear picture of what the quantities of materials or inventory are needed for the service you're providing. Additionally, this update will also apply on the AP side, wherein purchase orders will allow zero quantity line items, but the related bills will need to include the quantity. Before using this feature, you may need to update your system's user roles to include the Orders Allow Zero Quantity Line Items permission. Once you confirm your user role has this necessary permission, you can navigate to the AR Settings page to enable this feature by following this path: Company, Settings, Accounting, AR, and Settings. A checkbox has been added to the AR Settings page in the Sales Orders section to allow zero quantity line items on sales orders. This feature is turned off by default, so you'll need to check the box to turn this feature on. As a final note on this update, zero quantity line items on sales orders will also be accessible through the Striven API. Having the ability to set zero quantity line items on a sales order will be useful in many ways. Not only will it keep you from having to over or underestimate the quantities needed for your customer, but it will also help avoid errors by requiring you to add quantities that are inaccurate in order to save your sales order. This new update will save you time when creating sales orders with Striven.